It's called when you don't change the Stream Deck, when you just don't change the Steam Deck and it just gets all weird. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to special Monday. This is a special Monday of Robeytech. With me going on vacation starting Friday, we're just trying to get in some extra streams just to make sure that we're, like I said, the theme for 2025 is consistency, and we've been really focused on making sure that we're here. So this week we have a stream today, stream tomorrow, and stream on Thursday. So no Friday stream as I am heading off to Cancun for a week, which should be super fun. But we're gonna be doing another small form factor build, just kind of exploring to try and find kind of a best one. I'll be honest, like the Fractal Era 2, and I think it was AIO related now that we've done the review, and the review for the Era is coming, the Lumen is coming out soon, that I was like, you know what, I want to try something a little bit different, still kind of get something that's a little bit more it does everything. So I decided, you know what, let's do something with go a little bit older, do a 14700 non-K, put it inside of the Fractal Terra, see what the temperatures and stuff are. And then the second one, maybe potentially after this, might be the Fractal Edge. So just trying to find the right PSU, the right case for this GPU. I'll be honest, right now the Tiki's kind of like the prime one when you think about best small form factor build from the team over at Falcon Northwest, just because the GPU's up and it's got all of that additional airflow, which is really cool. But I'm gonna see how it performs in some other ones. Obviously, we're dealing with potentially like melting pins again, potentially if you're using very inexpensive or cheap third-party connectors. We are actually going to be using one in this build today, so we might, but again, I don't think it's gonna be an issue because we're gonna be mostly gaming. And the other thing too is like, it's one of those things where you just don't have enough information, which is always crazy. Cancun is not in Canada, which is nice. Araxis says, why not the 265K? To be honest, just because I know, I would have done the 265 non-K, not necessarily the 265K. Still the 265K is still a little bit warmer than what I might recommend in doing an SFF build like this. Plus the 14.7 still is a very beastly PC. The other thing too is we have seen some issues, like for instance in the case of Star Wars Outlaws, where the Core Ultras are having issues with 50 series. One example is if you use the Core Ultra with 50 series and play Star Wars Outlaws, for some reason the base frame rate's super terrible. So I decided to do 14th gen for this case. Now the other thing too is that this is technically also a commission build, but we're replacing the 5090 with a 4090 for it. So I was just trying to also keep pricing down, which is the other thing that was super interesting as well. So should be good. Can we get a non-SFF build with the 5090 in the future, please? We already did, Araxis. We did that in the Fractal. We did it in the Fantex Evolve X2. We totally did an SFF with the 5090. That was with the Zotac, and we just literally did it like not even last week. So what's wrong, huh? Why are you complaining? Don't worry, dude. We have lots more builds coming up, both with 5080s and 5090s, which is good. But I just wanted to remind you, we did do one, and we also are doing one with the MSI Supreme RTX 5090 as well. So yeah, maybe you'll. Yeah. So anyway, that's the hope for today. And today we're using. Today we're using the silver Fractal Terra. Fractal Terra, which should be cool. So really excited about this. We're gonna be using the silver one today and building something nice and small. I think the other reason that you're seeing me, I don't know if the FE really matters whether we do it in small form factor or not, but we do have some plans for non-FE ones too. Oh, what just fell? Oh, needs to get put back into its spot. Oh, right there. So it should be a lot of fun. And we're gonna have a good time doing this today, which should be cool. So I'm excited about it. So let's go through the parts. I'm just gonna take this little bit of plastic off here so we can do the build. Here we go. And then we'll go through the parts for today and then talk about it and go from there. So yeah. No, it wasn't. It actually was from my desk. My desk, like randomly, like over time, the screws get loose. And so one of the screws underneath it just decided, you know what, I'm gonna fall out right now. So I'm like, okay, thank you for that. And that's what happened. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna be doing this inside of the Fractal Terra, right? Which has got a little bit more room. Obviously, because we're doing a 5090 and not a 4090, even though the final build will be a 4090, We will be able to adjust it quite a bit over, which will be nice, so you'll have more room, but I don't think we'll necessarily need it for the build that we're doing today, which will be cool. Yeah, dude, it's a small case. So here we go, RTX 5090 right there. We're gonna be pairing it with the Intel Core i7 14700 non-K. The cool thing about this is a nice like 65 watt part. Still has all of the multi-thread, all of the stuff that's really, really good about the 14700K. It just doesn't have any of the overclocking ability. But the good thing about it is like you'll see when we run Cinebench on it, it's still a Cinebench monster and does a great job. The other thing too, the one thing I chose this even more so is that the gaming performance is actually more consistent than the 265K, which is the latest Core Ultra part. And the other thing too is that for everything, like if you wanted to do encoding or anything like that, this still does a really, really good job of doing that as well, just at a much lower power rating, which is actually pretty cool. So this is what we're gonna do here. For the motherboard, we're gonna be using the ROG Strix B660-i. Given that we're doing a non-K, we don't necessarily need to use Z790 or anything like that, so it still keeps the price, even though it's a 5090 build or a 4090 build, it still keeps the price nice and down. Still has a lot, has the I/O that we need, still has M.2, still has Wi-Fi 6 and all that kind of jazz, so it makes it really, really nice in that regard. And it's in the nice small form factor. For cooling, because we're using a non-K, we're gonna use the ID Cooling IS55 in black. Really, really nice cooler, nice small form factor cooler. This should do more than a good enough job of actually cooling the 14700 non-K. The 14700 actually comes with a Intel stock cooler. We're gonna go something a little bit nicer here with the ID cooler part. For RAM, we're using 32 gigs of 6000 mega transfer, non-RGB Corsair Vengeance RAM. I like their Corsair Vengeance RAM. It's nice and small form factor, very easy to be able to fit in there. And it does a pretty good job. It's one of those ones that, because Corsair sells so much RAM, it's usually on any of the motherboard compatibility lists. Given this is an ASUS ROG Strix board, we have less of that concern. That's one of the reasons that I do like to buy Strix specifically, is just the RAM compatibility list and their memory lab testing that they do. We're gonna be putting in a 2 terabyte Gen 4 SN850X. You can put up to 2 M.2s in here, so if you wanted to add an additional one, he could absolutely do that at a later point if he absolutely wanted to, which would be super, super cool. I don't know why he wanted small form factor, he just loved the look at it. For PSU, this works for the 5090 or the 4090, the V1100 SFX Platinum. This does give the 5090 some headroom there if you absolutely wanted to, just given that you have seen those transient spikes, especially if you're going to do anything else beyond this. Given that this is a LAN rig, one of the things I do recommend just doing similar to Optimum Tech is that more than likely you could undervolt the card just a little bit just to keep those spikes down, a little bit more consistency, and in some cases you've actually seen the 5090 actually perform a little bit better. But it's one of those things that the reason I don't cover undervolting and overclocking in my review videos and stuff like that for these cards is because it's all based on silicon lottery. You may not be able to, on your 5090, be anywhere able to do anything near what I'm able to and capable of doing, and so it's too RNG, for lack of a better term, for me to cover that stuff specifically. So that's the way it kind of goes in there. And then we have, just in case, some additional cooling if we wanted to add it. We have two slim 120 millimeter fans. Once we see temps, if we see that we need to add them, we absolutely can. But if not, we've got them just in case. So it's one of those things I don't expect it to. I actually expect the temps to this to be pretty low. But if we wanted to add some additional air, some additional cooling to the GPU or whatever it was, we absolutely could do that with some direct airflow and all that sort of stuff. So it should be cool. I don't know. I seen it somewhere. Yo, based. Just seeing what else other things coming in there. Anyway, guys, that is the parts we're putting through here. Just in case you want to see the parts list all lined up for you. Here you go right here. Here is the parts list from a graphics standpoint. The Intel Core i7 14700 9K, Asus ROG Strix B660-i gaming Wi-Fi. You have the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5090 Founders Edition, the WD Black SN850X 2 terabyte NVMe, 32 gigs of 6000 mega transfer Corsair Vengeance DDR5, the Fractal Terra in silver, the ID Cooling IS55 in black, and then 1100 watt Cooler Master SFX Platinum. So it should be cool. So yeah. that is the parts. So even C27 is ridiculous. What are you guys talking about? I must be missing something. So yeah, I must have just missed something in general. So let's go ahead and start the build and get going. Metal Octopus, I'll be honest, man, PCs are less expensive than they used to be. It's amazing what you can get. I think the thing is that people, I think the floor is a little high, but once you can get past that $1,000 mark, it's amazing what you can do for $1,000, $1,200, you know, $1,600, $2,000, all that sort of stuff. And there's a lot of variety in those price points too. Oh, RAM cast. Oh yeah, okay. So we can do RAM clicks, yeah, because this is an older board. Yeah, and I know that there's a lot of new stuff coming from a memory standpoint. We also have some builds coming up with QDIMMs. Kingston and a number of companies are sending me QDIMMs, so we will start doing that specifically with Core Ultra. And I really expect that to really kind of come to fruition when we see whatever second gen Core Ultra is, whether that's on the same platform or not. We haven't heard a whole lot from Intel, which is probably one of the biggest reasons people have been struggling with Core Ultra, is because they don't know if it's going to go longer. You know what I mean? And Mustang Fishing, thank you for the sub. 98 or higher is what Blondie's saying. Yeah, the PSU, the GPU problem right now. But I'm saying by this time next year, especially once things settle down with 9000 series from AMD and all that sort of stuff, like we should see things get better by next year. GPU launches are always like hit and miss, you know? Oh, they'll flip-flop again, I'm sure. I wouldn't worry about it, Araxnus. Time always, it always, the one thing I've learned is it's never consistent. I kind of hope the same thing for NVIDIA too, in a lot of ways, because I'd love to see things, you know, I'd love to see competition kind of spice up for them as well. Okay, so here's this beautiful board. I love this board. Let's grab a RAM clicker there. I love small Mobos. Okay, let's grab our CPU. How are you guys doing otherwise? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna save this. I always save these stock coolers because you never know when we're gonna do something with a stock cooler just for budget purposes, so yeah. So it's like when you get like a stock cooler, they're a little bit like unicorns. You're like, okay, I want to save this because I'll probably use it in another build. Because if you test with it, they're kind of like one-time use cards, you know what I mean? Like coolers, so it's always interesting. Okay, let's throw our CPU in there. I wish we use them too much to build a wall of stock coolers. We actually use them quite a bit. There we go. Yeah, we're doing an all-in-one, so it'll be kind of the first time I've ever done an all-in-one, which I'm actually kind of excited about. So we're doing an all-inclusive, not all-in-one, all-inclusive resort in Cancun. I don't remember the name of it. It's funny enough, I'm usually the one who always plans these vacations, but we're going with my sister's family, and she's like a big vacation planner, so we're going with her. So I'm pretty excited. It'll be nice to get a little bit of a break. Okay, we need more. It's like not being spreadable. This tube is so weird. I just like it for how easy it is to spread. It's being kind of whack right now. Once you kind of heat it up though, it spreads really nicely. There we go. Just takes a little bit of work this time. There we go. Nice and thin. Not thin in a bad way, thin in a good way, you know? I'm just gonna put, this is for Araxnus. SFF rules. There we go. I did that for you, Araxnus. He's like, I want to see a I want to see a full size FE build. Yes, I am absolutely. I'll bring my, I'm going to bring the Zotac Zone, I think. We have to finish a review of it. I haven't decided if, I think that's what we're finishing our review of it, so I might take that one. But I don't know, it's either that or it'll be the Steam Deck. But I'll bring something, and I will bring my ROG Zephyrus as well. This is not pre-recorded. My patooey, it's pre-recorded. Oh, it is not. I do not know. I don't know what the deal is with low. Okay, let's see what we got here. So we got that in here. Let's get our RAM and our SFF, our NVMe installed. Weird stinkable. That is odd. I know there's some people who play who literally just run you have D-Tech, he runs 24/7 just videos, right? Which I think is cool, right? Because there's people who just like to lurk and they earn points and stuff for giveaways. But yeah, no, all of our stuff is live, guys. Oh, you buddy, yeah, I stream to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, or X. So there's multiple places I'm talking at the same time. Well, remember guys, we already benched these, so it's not in rough shape. It's just not quite flat, but it's fine. I can move it. There we go. So this one's technically commissioned. So once we're done with this build and do our testing, we're actually going to switch it out to a 4090 FE, and somebody bought this one. Okay, let's go ahead and pop that up. I do a lot of Kingston, but sometimes I switch it up. Kingston's like definitely one of my favorite, but we also do a lot of Patriot. And then we've been doing a lot more G-Skill on the RAM side. Corsair is now sending us care packages of RAM and stuff like that as well. So we're trying to get more variety, but you cannot go wrong with Kingston, right? You know what I mean? Kingston's just really good RAM and stuff like that. Yeah, we got a whole ton of Dominator stuff, so I'm actually pretty excited about. But Kingston I just sent a list for, hey, here's my wish list for 2025 to them. Okay, here we go, guys. 98. 96 on the first one. Come on. Nope, 66 on the second one. How about no on that one? That would be a big no. Negative. I have no problem with them. I mean, they're a little bit dated now, but I mean, like, the good thing is you can get pretty good prices. Nothing wrong with the 7600X, the 6750 XT. As long as you're, like, it depends on the games. I always say, whatever games, as long as you're not playing heavily ray trace games or like big modern AAA titles, then I think you're gonna be good. Okay, guys, so we got all of that. We got all of that squared. Let's get our cooler on. Okay, let's get this open. The second one looks a little loose. The second one what? I don't know what the second one what? Checking all the screws, but all everything else looks good. Second RAM stick? No, they're seated fine. No, they're seated fine. Let's do 1700. You look a little loose, sir. There we go. Got that in. Grab our little connections. The mat you can buy, we custom make them, yes. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna read the installation thing for Intel. Okay, put this on now. There we go. Put our nugget in. The GPU is bigger than the Mobo, yes. By a wide margin. Well, you can get the mats on. You can get the mats on Robeytech.com. So if you want one, you can absolutely get one. They're not that pricey either. There we go. What's up, Fozzie? How are you, man? Okay, there we go. It's one of those things where you gotta there we go. There we go. It just had to get the hole in there and there we go. Okay. And then we have our one fan cable right here. Okay. Well, we want to make sure that there's plenty of airflow. That's the thing that's super important. Always a little bit of interesting when you play with new coolers, but looks good. We have plenty of room here for grab one zip tie here. I wonder if I've got this on right. This feels like it should go the other way, because I feel like this goes the other way, but no, I don't think, there's no way it could. Just this covers the power here. Covers the power for the, oh, sorry, you guys can't see what I'm looking at, sorry. It has to go this way because it wouldn't fit the other way. But see this right here, this is the SFF, so I think I need to plug the power in for this outside, which I think will be fine. There we go. So yeah, we'll go ahead and install that now, because I think I'm going to have to install that now. before I put it inside. This is always like the thing. I can still get to all the screws for the Mobo. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the power though, the power cables, I'm gonna go ahead and put those in now. So. Jacob lurking. We got Jacob from NVIDIA lurking in the chat. He just texted me and was like, oh, another sweet build. Yes, yes it is, Jacob. I don't know where I put my phone though, so I'd respond to you in text, but I don't know where I put it. I just got a notification on my phone. I do want to get scuba certified at some point in time, so it's on my list. It's pretty quiet, kill switch. We're gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and put the cables in now, but guys, we got. Oops, not that. Dad joke. Here we go. Okay, this is one of those like super classic dad jokes. I'll call you later. Don't call me later, call me dad. Those are like the corniest of cornies. Those corniest of corny ones. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We don't need, oh, the only thing I need out of this is I'm gonna go and grab the put this stuff in here. Come on, those are like classic dad jokes. Guys, right? Everybody loves this. The super small PSUs. I'm gonna give him this little bag. So tiny, so tiny, so stunning. Give him that little bag there. Those are fun. Okay. Let's go and grab our 24 pin and our CPU pin. Put that in there. Amazing how fast you fill up that little bag when you do SFF builds. There's a CPU, okay. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay. That's just an SFX. It's not an SFXL. It's just a regular SFX. Oh, I found my phone. Let's see what Jacob, see if he said anything else after I called him out on stream. Okay, so let's go ahead. What's up, PC guy? Okay, let's go here. And we're gonna see if, I think this is just gonna be fine if I do this. There we go, see? That's fine. So if we do the cables beforehand, which you can see here, what I did is I just ran it beforehand, and you actually have plenty of room there. So I just ran that there, and then I'll grab this one. And this one's actually got even more room. So there we go. Yeah, so we're good. I mean, like both of those cables fit fine, but I think it'll just be easier to do this outside of the case than it will be when we get it inside the case. Okay, here we go. It's always the fun part. Let's take this build apart. I love this case. This case is just such a good case. Probably one of my favorite SFF cases that you can build in. Like, I really also am just a huge fan of the Tiki, but you can't build in the Tiki. All you can do is buy the Tiki. So I do actually have room at the bottom for some small fans. I think what I want to try and do, so the one here would be really hard, but I think I could get one on this side for sure. This one would be maybe, I don't know how you do, I don't know, you might be able to do it on the bottom actually. Because they're thin fans, it's like using the fans to pull a thing there, but I could put one here. We'll see what it fits when we get this in here. Okay, let's get that open. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, and I'm not as worried about it. Just gonna take this out. I'm not as worried about it because, like I said, the GPU is the only thing that I really kind of want to get additional air to. Come on. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and put in the GPU now. Because I think the GPU is going to be right here, and I think all in all I might just add one fan here just to give it extra airflow, and then that would be good. Because I don't think I'm as worried about the MB, but the GPU, I think just giving it a little extra would be good. And it'll be the same thing with the 4090 too. So it'll be a win-win in that regard. Ugh. Here it is, guys. Everybody's favorite. He might show up later. There it is, the 4090 FE. I'm going to grab this slim Arctic fan. I'm going to go ahead and put it in, because regardless, I'm just going to give it additional airflow. Which I think will be good. So Galactic, we do take build suggestions. Usually we ask for them, but for the most part, a lot of our builds are dictated by either cards, new cards coming out, or they're dictated by new chassis. Does that make sense? So if like we have if there's a new chassis from Lee or something like that, that's when that's a lot of how we dictate what comes out. So sometimes, like for instance, like I did ask for suggestions for a build using the MSI Supreme 5090. Oh, that's kind of cool. I actually made it so it's you can. So look at that, just a little bit of air right there in the back. I think will be good. Just given that you have the sandwich portion of this here against the PSU. So I think just doing this will help give it just that much, a little bit more air. and we'll use it as intake. Yeah, this one is switching to a 4090 for Commissioner, but we're doing a 5090 just to make sure it's more relevant. Hey, go Popsicle, thank you very much for the sub. So relevant for the streams, and I appreciate him letting me do that. Yeah, we are not, I mean, like we actually do have a couple, we do have commissions for 5080s. We have a 5080 build coming up when I get back. So we have a couple 5080 commissions already. And we are getting cards. We're able to get cards for those. I don't think we've gotten any 5090 commissions yet. Nobody's asked. I put this the right way. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we got the card in, the fan in, which is good. Okay. Slowly working through stuff. Sorry it looks upside down, but we're getting everything prepped here. Okay, let's get this in. Nope, I did do that wrong, didn't I? That's okay. I can still do this and it's fine. Okay. What's up, Kevin? How are you? Okay, let's go to side view here. See the 5090 go in, which everybody loves. 5090 awesome going in here. Man, it's just so much room for fun and games when you only use a 2-slot card. This is like, the one thing I will say about this case that I do not like is that you can't get a screwdriver right into this, spot. And so you have to use the thumb screw, and it doesn't quite line up the way you... Then once you get one in, it works pretty well, but oh, come on. Something I really hope Fractal fixes on the next one. There we go. There you go, okay. I wish there really was a better way to do this, Fractal. Because doing a screwdriver, not the best way. Is there a way to get, I don't think there's a way to easily get the front off, is there? Maybe? I think this might be the way to do it, guys. This might be the way to do it, and then, yep. There we go. That might be the only way to do it. So unscrewing the back a little bit and see if I can take the other side off. I got it basically to get to the GPU thing, I gotta take the whole front of the thing off. Which is fine, it's just kind of not what you would expect here. There we go. Okay, now, you should be able to, yeah. Okay, now I have all the room to do fun things. Okay. Need to get to this. Dude, what is going on here? There we go. Got that one in, and then we could put this one in. Okay. Okay, we're secure now. Kind of a painful way to get to this, but now that's card secure. Now I can put this back on. little bit more time than I wanted to take, but you got to make sure the GPU's in, you know? I don't know if there's another trick to it or not, but there is. I do not know what it is. There we go. Okay. We just got to put these in, and then we're back and cooking with the gas. There we go. Last little screw thing. Okay. So we got GPU in. It's got good, plenty of room. We're good there. Let's get our Mobo in now. Okay, top down. Take this out. There we go. Okay. This is just the joy of SFF, guys. There's always just a little bit more work to get things to work the right way. Okay, this is done. I don't have any RGB or anything, so this should be, I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, which is my only other fan. So I'm gonna put this fan, plug it in right now, right here at the bottom. There we go. So you can see there is not a lot of room to do much else for activities or anything like that. So I had to do it beforehand. Okay. Get that in here, so the extra stuff. No, it's Gen 4, but we like the Fractal ones have actually been pretty good. So we've already done one in the Era 2. We'll find out if there's an issue. If not, we can check. But we've already seen that Gen 5 doesn't cause a ton of restriction. And for a 4090, it won't for sure. But for a 5090, it is a Gen 5 card, but it should be fine. There aren't, as far as I know, I don't think any cases right now come with Gen 5 riser cables. Okay, we're just getting all these in real quick. It's like just like the right length. This cooler is like just the right length to get the Mobo in. The Mobo screws. There we go. Okay, there we go. Mobo's in. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, now, got that ready. I'm gonna try and figure out, so we have an extra, so I'll probably zip tie this really quick and just kind of sit it down in there for now. To be the safest bet. Getting this cable managed. There we go. we go. And we have an extra fan cable, which is nice right here. So if we needed to plug in another fan, we could, but we're good there. Okay, so now all we have here is we can actually go ahead and grab our, I might go ahead and put into my PSU now, just to get it in and figure out what my links are for my PSU stuff and get that in. We're actually really close to actually having this build done. It's mostly cable management here. But I need to run these cables real quick, so I'm probably gonna run them up for the front here. And keep them kind of tight and along the bottom. Just like that, because that seems like a good run distance here. So get some smaller cable management stuff here. Honestly, I think one of the reasons that it's this, where you can see SFF be a little bit faster is the use of air coolers. You know what I mean? When you think about there's no AIO in this case, you know? So the AIOs usually take time, but because SFF uses air coolers a lot. Sergeant Nobody, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. You're a rock star, appreciate you. Thank you very much, my man. It always warms my heart that people enjoy these builds. Okay. Okay, what do I need here? So we need our, I think this is this is power switch. Trying not to block you guys here. Power switch, okay, there's that. USB-C. Okay, USB-C. Why are you being this way? It's just really that easy to plug in. Feels bad. There you go. Okay, so what I do not want to do is hurt this, so I'm going to try and keep this angled straight as much as possible. So we're going to kind of push this down. And that'll be like this. Okay. Let's do this. Whoopsie. And we don't want to damage this, so it's like, again, keeping this angle like this. What I'm doing is just making it so our cables are intact and in a good spot here. There we go. Okay, so there's all of the connections. Motherboard connections are in. Now all we have is our little PSU stuff, but the only PSU connection I haven't done yet is we're gonna use a bit of a thinner 24 pin, and just to make sure we have room to route it. So, making sure there's no other cables there. That should be fine. So that'll push down, it'll be fine. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna grab this. Definitely a little bit of a longer cable for sure. But softer, which is good. And given the, I wouldn't have to worry about this as much, but with the 4090, won't be as big of a deal, but on this one, I will have a little bit to worry about here. So what I'm doing is I'm using something that's a little bit more straightforward. Let's make sure that we're in small, and then we can route it. And the cool thing is that they've kind of created this space up front here that we can kind of wind stuff in. There we go. Just want to make sure the cable is super secure. Okay, so now we have everything in the right way, right place for our stuff here. For our GPU's plugged in, and we have everything ready for the PSU now. In a good way. There's only three cables to plug in for the PSU here, which is good. And luckily the PSU's small. So here's our three cables. So we have a 12 pin. There we go. This is going to be crossed over, okay. Our bigger pin here. There we go. And lastly, we have one more kind of 12. Whoa. Wait, shoot. I plugged in the wrong one. No. Okay, well, that was good, Robey. Okay. When you plug in the wrong side, I knew this was going too well. Okay, let's unplug this real quick. Unplug this. Come on. Okay. So what I did is I plugged in the wrong part of the CPU cable, so we just got to take this out real quick. That would have been awesome if it would have gone so smooth, but oh well. More concerned, I may not be able to get it out without taking the cooler off. Okay. I'm surprised it actually went on as well as it did. Okay. So I need to get this out. Okay, got it. Now we switch directions. Put the right cable in here. Go one. There we go. Okay, got it. Solved. Surprised that it actually let me do that. Okay, here we go. Just make sure that's locked in like it's supposed to be. Okay. Okay. There we go, guys. One more time. I like Texas Roadhouse. It's good. Okay, one more screw. Okay. Back to where we were. Just about. Just gotta rehook this stuff back up. There you go. It doesn't seem like it's correctly, but definitely is. Okay. There we go. Okay, back to where it was. Push this back in here. Okay. Okay, everything's ready here. Just right back to where we were, but now we have the right connections here. Now I just got to figure out how to solve this little problem here in a minute, but one step at a time, guys. Right, am I right? Okay, so we now have all of our components in the case. Have to put that in. Okay, now we should be able to, with the right cable thing here, hoping, just trying to see what I got here. Just got to figure out twist here. Yep, okay. That's the way to do it. There we go. Actually, I may not need to, might just be able to, let's try these. These actually might be a little bit better. Guys, we're not gonna use zip ties, we're gonna use Velcro strips here. Just to try and, but I may not be able to get the length. Oh, that's Fractal. Oh, no, that's right, because it's a Fractal Terra. Yeah, that is a good solid option, is doing like custom sleeve cabling, because then you don't have to worry. But I mean, again, the one thing that is, most SFF PSUs and stuff like that actually do a pretty good job of being pretty small as is. Oh shoot, I can't, that's right, I can't make this. Oh shoot, wait. Why is that? What is this running into? I just realized this fan is running into something. I wonder if it's... It might be... Is it on? I think it's this GPU cable that's causing it so much disdain here. Trying to make sure I get my airflow here. I'm trying to find out what's blocking my... Okay, that was definitely it, okay. Like this little bit is, I wonder if I do this and then have it sit up here. That might be the best thing. I just need to make sure that this is not hitting anything. That seems to be okay. I think I'm gonna have to do zip ties, guys. Zip ties it is, just to keep this the way it needs to be, because I need it to stay off of the bottom of the fan that I've created specifically for the GPU. So not having that functional would be brutal. Where are you hitting? Okay, that fan is not hitting anything, which is awesome. test it one more time. Okay, that looks good. Okay, there it is, guys. Build is in. Fan is working. I might go ahead and zip tie that down. I don't want to cause too much pressure on this. It might be okay. I think the thing will hold that down. Okay, I think we're okay. There we go. Okay. Small form factor and ready to go. That was a tight design, but it's all in there, including an extra fan for the GPU, which is good. Trying to keep the GPU cable closed, but I mean, like, again, when you look at it, right? Here's the front, which I think looks good. It's a nice clean look to it, right? Like that, and then the other side, also nice and clean. With that little sleeve cable there, which I think looks good. So, and then this, like the 4090 will just be a little bit thicker, but it should, like, we shouldn't have a problem at all. So that should be good. Pretty excited. And there we go. So, should look good when it's all said and done. Okay. Let's put our connector, our things back on. There we go. There we go. Sealed. Other side. No. There we go. And now you have a fully functional, fully built 5090 system. Isn't that crazy? It's so small. Oh, the cable? Yeah, the cable looks like the cable's pushing it a little bit. Problem is that there's not a whole lot I can do to make that cable a little bit lower. Luckily, it's angled. There we go. And there you go. Super small. That's so tiny. Okay, well let's do our sponsor real quick. Do our sponsor real quick, and then we'll get to it. In terms of zip ties used, not a ton. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. 7 zip ties. That's all we use. 7 zip ties today, guys. There we go. 7 zip ties. That was it. Okay, let's grab our stuff. Ooh. There you go. Yeah, small build, small number of zip ties today. Ooh, homemade meatloaf. I think we're having meatballs. I think we're having meatballs for dinner today. Which my son makes, and they were so good. How are we doing likes on YouTube? Are we even doing that anymore? Have you guys... Remember, there's still an opportunity to get some giveaways if we do that stuff. I love mashed potatoes. DJ Techno, it's funny. I know, like, I'm really excited about the resort. We're supposed to see, we're supposed to go to like some caves and go like some cave diving and stuff like that, which I'm pretty excited about. Waiting for this image to show. Okay, cool. We're doing like zip lining and some other stuff. So yeah, it should be cool. I don't know if they're Swedish meatballs. They're like they're more than don't get me wrong. I love Swedish meatballs, but they're not Swedish meatballs. Guys, head over to twitch.tv/Robeytech, because if we get 250 likes, which there's 259 people here right now, so we get 250 likes, we give away a $25 New gift card. That's all there is to it. Hey, is Tom here? Okay, let's get this up here. Okay, let's get this up. All you got to do is head on over, and then we'll give away. We give away. Hey, Rin4362, thank you very much for the sub. Hey, Tom, go ahead and drop that PC by another 5. Let's drop it by another $300 because I'm just trying to get rid of it. Okay, let's get that one. Okay. All right, so let's say you get finished with a PC build, and you want to, you already spent $3,250 on something small form factor like this. But do you spend an extra couple $100? A couple $100, or do you just go over to VIP/CDK deals and pick up a copy of Windows 11 for $32.45? And not only that, but when you go and click on Windows 11 Pro, and then you use code RBCK at checkout, when you hit Buy Now, use code RBCK at checkout. Instead of it being $32.45, it actually drops down to $22.71. It is Xeraxis depending on who the person is, but for the most part, like, we're just trying to get rid of these systems. They're just sitting here. So if somebody wants to come back, I mean, it'll sell for greater than 3,000 for sure. I guess all in all, like, I'm guessing 3,500 will probably be the smallest it'll ever go, but I mean, we'll see if people are down. So anyway, so yeah, you can pick it here for $22.71. And not only is it Windows 11 or others copies of Windows, but check out Office 365, which is a auto renew. Usually like one device is, you know, 20 or 30 bucks a month. But here you can get 5 devices for $45.97. But not only that, you can also buy this, use the same thing, hit RBCK, hit apply, and what was $45.97 for the year drops all the way down to $32.18. Literally such a crazy option there. Great way to save yourself some money on Office 365 or Windows. We've had thousands of people here at Robeytech use it. So if you have any questions, just ask right here in the chat, and you should be good to go. So head on over VIP-CDKdeals.com. Use code RBCK at checkout for Windows, Office, and that sort of thing, and save yourself some extra money and get Windows for less or Office for less than what you pay at retail, which is good. Okay, other thing I want to tell you about Robeytech.com. First and foremost, this is your per stream reminder. Uninstall Honey and uninstall Karma, because not only do they steal your data and get to use it for 10 years, but they also get to take all the affiliate money from us, which does a really terrible job doing that. Yeah, I worked at Microsoft when I used to do this, by the way, Underdog, and we verified that they are actually legit copies of Windows. So, go ahead and do it if you're using it. It doesn't save you money, and frankly, it gives you some of the worst deals, and they're being sued by a number of companies. So do us a favor, uninstall Honey and uninstall Karma, and still not worry about it. Okay, and then beyond that, head on over to Robeytech.com. I know a lot of people can't do stuff like Sergeant Nobody or Rin did and drop some gifted subs. But the other thing, too, is what you can do is while you're shopping at your favorite store like Amazon, Newegg, LG, Target, Walmart, you can just click on any one of these things, go and click on the link, do your shopping, check out, and we get a nice little kickback from it, and it doesn't cost you any additional money. So if you just bookmark Robeytech.com and you're like going shopping, absolutely do us a huge favor and do it that way, especially if you're buying electronics and stuff like that as well. The other thing, too, is I want to let you guys know about, we've actually sold most of the PCs in the back, but we still have one PC for sale. This one right here is on sale. It's actually going to be $3,700 all in, which is $1,300 off the retail price, and that doesn't, and this is all in, so it includes shipping and tax. It's a 4090 BTF build, ROG Strix, massive build, beautifully taken care of, literally just sitting here looking for a good home. So if you want to pick that up, just go ahead and email me right there on the webpage and get yourself what would be a $5,000 PC for literally a ridiculous deal. So it's looking for a good home. If you want to pick it out, and you can see the prices there, including the ROG Maximus Z790 Hero. So anyway, that's up for grabs if you want to do that. The other thing, too, is also if you're looking for builds, remember all of our builds are located right here. So if you want to learn about something in the Evolve X or the Fractal Terra or the Fractal Era, you can just search on anything. So for instance, you're like, oh, I want to work in the LAN Cool, I want to work in the Lian Li LAN Cool build. Well, here's a bunch of LAN Cool builds. You just click on any one of those. You can see the stream as well as all the parts list. So it's a great place to just go and get inspiration for builds as well. Let's see what kind of deals Tom has for us today, though, too. I'll refresh the page. Okay. And there you go, $3,700 all in. There you go. So it's all squared. Okay, let's see what deals Tom's got for us today. The MSI MPG B650 Edge. So say, for instance, you want to build a 9800X 3D build or 9000 series. These are great Mobos. On sale $189.99, especially if you're looking for a white build. We've used this build a ton of time. I used this motherboard a ton of times on stream. Great motherboard. Gigabyte GS27QX. It's a 27-inch IPS 1440p monitor, 240 hertz. It's on sale $249.99 over at Newegg. The Elgato Neo Creator Bundle. So this is like if you're wanting to be a new creator, you can get the Neo microphone, you get a nice little light, the camera, a small stream deck, and also their connector, their capture card. The whole thing, $80 off, making it $399.99, which is a really great deal. This is an amazing bundle if you're a streamer looking to get in without spending too much money, find out if you like it first, and then afterwards you can start going bigger, going home, you know what I mean? So going from there. The Logitech G29 full racing kit, currently on sale $279.99 over at Amazon. Anchor charging stations, I use these a lot. I love them because they do, not only that can you plug normal things in, but these are great for desks. It's got surge protection, 5 feet flat cable plug. It's got 4 USB-C, 2 USB-A, 3 AC outlets, and it's on sale right now, $45.99. These things, I don't know, man. I love little tech things like this, and they make such a big deal here. And then the Thermaltake Tough Power GF3 850 watt PSU. We've used this a number of times in our builds. It's currently on sale $89.99. So it's nice to see some, that's a good PSU. So if you're looking to do a PC, maybe with this B650, that's a good option for you. So anyway, guys, that's it for deals. There it is right there. And you can pick it up and all that stuff. And it does include the shifter, Turdog. Everybody say thank you, Tom. Everybody say thank you, Tom, for finding us those epic deals. Okay, time to see if this is going to work out the way that we wanted it to here. Okay, so now it's time to plug this all in. See what's actually going to happen here. Oh, yeah, dude, that sucks. I hate getting agile, especially during the deals. Deals were good today. Okay, here we go, guys. It's very tiny build. Very, very tiny build. Okay, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. I like how little room this is going to take up on somebody's desk, you know. And this is a 5090, or you know, for the person doing this, who's buying this build, it's a 4090, right? So it's still a freaking ridiculous system. It was $299, and it included Mikey P. It included the shifter as well. Hey, can you get Mikey P the link, Tom? Mr. Koss, you might actually be able to get one in Japan, which actually might be a good opportunity, especially if you're going to be in Japan. Yeah, this is a great LAN PC. Okay, here we go. Okay, here it is. 3, 2, 1, please don't make it a lot of noise. Okay, so the fan is good. Oh, man. Oh, it's sucking air in, too. Oh, it's hitting something. Question is, what is it hitting? It wasn't hitting anything, and then I messed with it. I gotta find out what it's hitting. It is hitting something. I wonder if I rotated that thing the wrong way. No, now it's not hitting anything. Okay. Okay, it's hitting something, but what is it hitting? Okay, I got to get this figured out. There's one thing it's hitting. I might need to, need to, okay, that's what it's hitting. Okay, so I got a couple zip ties I got to add real quick. Oh. Got a couple zip ties I gotta fix real quick. Just to get this a little bit better. Just to keep this off of the fan. It's that right there. That's also, I gotta get this up. Okay. I think that's gonna do it, and it should close, which is important. Not quite. Dang, it's just like right there. There we go. Hey! Got it. There we go. Hey, Igor, thank you for the subs. Okay, got it. Looks like we're gonna have to set this down to, hold on one sec. Okay. Huh. Dang it! This is like the fun thing about small form factor builds. I think it's gonna be, I need one more zip tie to be, I see what's hitting the bottom. Okay. Okay, we got that now. Nope, it's not quite closing all the way though. It's like I wish I could get a little bit more height out of the That's okay. There we go. Okay, now it'll close. Okay, got that done. Okay, there we go. I think I need to, hold on. I think it actually is, hold on. Okay, let me try this again. I've been so focused on the thing. Yeah, you can. We can refund the prediction, guys, because I was messing with some stuff and I might have screwed it all up. Go ahead and refund the prediction, Blondie. Because I might have loosened some other things here. It is posted. It's just not showing anything. So I'm wondering if I'm not, well, no, I should be getting a signal or something. It is showing posted. Okay, I'm going to try one thing here. I think I loosened this, but I'm just going to force this to go Gen 4. There you go. Okay, here we go. Let's go in here. And then I'm gonna change this. We're gonna go ahead and enable desktop, enable this. We're gonna go to F7. We're gonna go to advanced. Oh, we want, no. PCI native. I want, where is it? I'm trying to remember where I do the, oh, that's that's M.2 link speed. Setting, I need to set it to 4. That's not it. Yeah, it's PCI subsystems. That's all that. Just need to set, I need to make sure it's stuck at Gen 4. I think that's what's happening right now. Advanced PCI, this is native. That's all fine. This is always the fun part where I try and find what I'm looking for. Yeah. I was just there? Was I really? This is M.2. I guess this is, you're saying I set it here? Oh, okay. Okay, we'll try. Okay, I'm gonna shut it. I'm gonna shut it down here. Hold on. I'm gonna let it boot in and then shut it off. No, go back. Oh yeah, I'll go back in. This is always the fun part about. It's gonna boot back in. Waiting for it to post. I'm waiting for it to post. Come on in. Can't see what the button is, which thing is lit right now. This is the way it always works, especially with something because we're doing newer stuff. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Okay, so let's go to F7. So this should be auto, because this is M.2 link speed, right? Yes. Okay, so so I've already got that, but it's like it's in PCH generation. But this is storage one. This is the M.2 is this is the right one? So I should set this to Gen 4. Hold on, let me see M.2-2 link speed. Hold on one second. But that's supposed to be storage. Yeah, that's storage though. It's in PCH generation, but PCH generation isn't in here. Advanced PCH. I was in advanced PCH configuration. This is what's here. And then this is the only thing that says PCIe speed. So this has got to be it, right? Set that to Gen 4, right? That's the right one, yeah? Yes, no? I'm just asking because I don't, like it says, it's in PCI. Yeah, that should be right. M.2, yeah, the M.2-2 link speed, right? I understand it says M.2. That's why I'm saying it's like it doesn't seem. Yeah, I don't think that's right. That's what but I don't like. It's still booting. Oh man, this is why I hate BIOSes sometimes. Yeah, it should be called PCIe lane. Sometimes, because when you force it, it's not, because with its auto and you have a Gen 5 card, it's trying to set it to Gen 5, so you have to set it at Gen 4. I mean, I could set this and try it. I mean, it's fine because it's in thing before. Yeah. Usually it's like PCI Express, you know what I mean? Like it's something like this, but I don't see it. And it's definitely not here. Maybe it is, it could be here. I doubt it, but it's all memory. I guess we'll try. Because this is all thing. We can try it, but okay, exit. We're just gonna save changes and reset, and then shut it down, and then we'll try it, plug it in, and see if that works. You know, it doesn't do it. It's not really. It's fine. There is no Gen 5. The only place you'd have to do a newer. You'd have to get a newer riser cable, and it doesn't. And there's already been enough tests that it's not enough of a thing to really matter. He said, "Use." Thanks, Jacob. That's what we're trying to do, but it's like. Okay, let me just see if this works. If not, we can always get back in, which is good. Not going to be a problem for him because it's not a Gen 5, but okay, let's try. It's an older motherboard, guys. We'll see what happens. See if it posts. If this doesn't go, then we'll know that I'll try. I'm getting some other people texting me to see if we can get it into a different place. We'll see. It is posted. It says it's posted, but I'm seeing no video from the GPU. And I do know this works, by the way, guys, because we tested, but I tested with a 4090. Yeah, it's posted. Yeah, it's posted. But it's not, I'm not getting anything out of this. Okay, let's try this one more time. The motherboard's all the way at the Mac is updated, yes. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's try this again. It's a B660, and it's the one that comes with the case. I did check the blinker fluid. Yeah, on a 4090 this won't matter. Okay, so it was under, we checked this one, and this was, we'll set this, we can leave, I mean, it's fine, it's at, so he said under advanced, And hold on, he told me one thing. Let me see what he said. I saw onboard devices earlier. Is that down here? See, there's dynamic lighting right there. This is where I remember it being. And I can do search, but I don't know if search is going to help me. Where is search? I'm just going to look through this. This wouldn't be it. That's the NVMe. System agent as system agent SA. System agent SA F9. Okay. It's not GPU though. It's something else. It's like it's PCI. Yeah, let me just look PCIe. There it is right there. Where was that? Oh, what? This will go all the way to, this will go to Gen 5. Well, there it was. So I can go, okay, let me see if, I'm gonna try this. And then try this, and then see if it will do. I don't know. I don't know where the stupid setting is. Okay, hold on. Let's try this. Let's just try. I set it to Gen 5. Oh, but it's a I need to set it to Gen 4. That's not, yeah, never mind. That's not gonna work at all. I'm dumb. I gotta shut that back, sorry. That was stupid. I just realized what I did. I gotta get back in. Yeah, it's just like, what am I doing? It's a Gen 4 cable. It's a Gen 4 cable. I gotta go to Gen 4. Oopsie. But I don't know where it is. I wonder where that setting is. We found it though. Okay, so F9. Look how it says, like, look, it's under, SGA, here it is, System Agent Configuration. Okay, so if we go to F7, System Agent Configuration. Oh, there it is. And there it is. Hey, we found it, guys. That's what somebody was saying. Because I saw you. Okay, let me shut this off. Okay, so now it's set for Gen 4. This is what the fun part of doing stuff like this live is that people like YouTuber, like people who don't do this live, like get to like cut. They're like, where was it? Where was it? Okay. Okay, it's in now. Okay. Okay, we found it. Let's try this again. Okay, here we go. It was under SA configuration, but we found it. It posts, it's funny because it's still posting, it's not giving an error. Oh, but this is saying, oh, there it is. We are on the GPU, guys. Okay, so it is working. We're on the 5090 now. And we're good to go. So that is it. We did it. We're in. Yeah, I just did that because I had to reset it afterwards, but we are good. Okay, we're in there. Thank you very much for your help, guys. I thought it was going to be easier to find. We found it. Thank you, Do the Drew. Now we just wait for the second part. Well, it was posting, now it's being weird. Check something real quick. Stuck on something, but I don't know what it's stuck on. Yeah, geez. Waiting. Yeah, we're seeing what it's doing right now. Oh, there it goes, okay. Okay, hold on. So we're up and it's on the display port. It's rebooting one more time. Oh, did I just hit F10? There we go. That was weird. $4,000 megahertz? Okay, there we go. We're up. Oh, it'll show up here in a sec. So there it goes. It's booting. Oh, wait. Oh, that's why you're not seeing it, because we don't have Windows. Windows hasn't installed the driver yet. Because I don't have it's running on the 4090 one. So you guys will see it here in a sec. It is posted. It's up on It's up on the... Give it a second. Oh, there it goes. Now you guys should see it. Hey, there we go. Okay, so let's see how we are, how everything else worked the way it was supposed to. Okay, so we're good. Let's go ahead and check this. I do want it to run a loop. It's running 70, 56, 70 right now. Look at that 50 watts. Dude, I feel like that, is it not sitting? But it should be. Okay, let me do Armory Crate. This is air cooled, remember, and it's small form factor, so. Okay, here we go. We're gonna create a curve. Just gonna let it run a curve real quick. I don't mind using this. Again, it's a tool that everybody can use versus having to manually do it. Yeah, this thing has already got room for a 4090 because it'll do 3, no problem. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Always fun to work with this stuff and figure it out. And this is the thing where you build with so many different builds, you know? Just waiting for it to finish this. Actually, the temperature seems to be doing okay right now. It's probably up grabbing some stuff from... And here's, yeah, it's a budget build, by the way, guys. And here's the parts, just so you guys can know what's inside of this. We have an Intel Core i7 14700. We have an Asus ROG Strix B660-i gaming Wi-Fi, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5090 FE. We have a 2TB SN850X. We have the Corsair Vengeance DDR5, 32 gigs at 6,000 mega transfer, the Fractal Terra in silver. We have the ID Cooling IS55 in black, and then we have the 1100 watt Cooler Master SFX Platinum is the PSU for this. So that's all the stuff. Let's jump into here. Let's see what it is under Cinebench. Pretty standard curve there. It's just gonna run warm. Okay, let's open up Cinebench. Okay, so we'll do File, Advance. We'll go to 10 minutes here. Just hit Start. Should be perfectly fine here. only a 65, 70 watt part. So it should be, again, it cooled off a little, heated up there a little bit, but I mean, again, you should still get a nice score there, sitting in the 50s. There we go, right there. About 20,831. That's just staying right around that. Staying nice and, yeah. So Sluggaroo, this isn't a 13, this is a 14.7, not a 14.700K. This is a 14.7. So it's a it's a locked non-K SKU. Yeah. So it's nice and cool, no problems whatsoever. So he should have no issue with this whatsoever from a gaming standpoint. Staying 60, 63, doing a good job staying right where it needs to, which is totally fine. And again, this is a LAN gaming PC, so it should be totally cool. Okay, so we'll go ahead and stop this. Okay, let's go ahead and check out some gaming temps here. Let's open up GPU. Did I install GPU tweak? I did not. Let's download, oops. So for GPU temps, we'll do it here in a sec. The one that I would use for GPU temps, and you'll see here in a minute, is Furmark. Okay, we're gonna restart that. The program, yeah. Oh, yeah, Carlos, so I think I actually already have the DirectX install, but if not, it'll just, for the OSD, you're talking about for the OSD stuff. If not, it'll run it when I click on OSD and it'll install, and then I'll reboot it. Because I think I installed it with MSI Afterburner, but I don't remember. Because we usually prep all this stuff beforehand. So GPU, the only thing that's good about GPU tweak is that GPU tweak is, so if I do this, it'll probably say, oh, yep, see, there it goes. But then it's gonna load the application, see? So I accept, next. Do not install the Bing bar. And then it'll reboot it one more time. So the only thing that's bad about about Furmark is that the power, it just says it's stuck at 600 watts. We have the thing coming from we have the power thing on its way. So we should be able to see that pretty soon. Next. So we'll be able to pull that for real. Yeah, I've done this a number of times, Carlos. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Sometimes I have it, because sometimes I'll run MSI Afterburner and GPU tweak, sorry, GPU tweak, not GPU twerk. But this time I guess I didn't install MSI Afterburner. It's a power monitor for the whole thing. So you can see total power draw of the system, but you can see specific components as well. The GPU's totally twerking right now. But given what we're doing, and I don't have that today, I'm not. We're just going to do gaming temps. So we'll run gaming temps. So we'll run. Well, I just want to make sure it's in and we're good there. So when I'm done this, now I'm going to reboot one more time, because this doesn't always work until you reboot. So we'll just show it. We'll just show temps under gaming, because I want to wait till I have that tool to do FirmArch stuff. And then given this is a gaming LAN-focused rig and not really a power-focused rig, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not expecting people to do overclocking or anything like that, or render rigs. This is not, I would not recommend doing render in a small form factor for GPUs. So I'm not gonna run this thing at 600 watts and try and, you know, crank it. We're just gonna show you temps when it's gaming. Okay, there we go. They have not yet for the 5070 or 5070 Ti. No, Mind Compass, we don't have melted cables. Again, that was a third-party cable that they used. Okay, here we go. I know a lot of people have been doing. Okay, so let's take a look here. I think people just want to. Okay, so let's start with Cyberpunk 2077. This is just a great game to basically see GPU temps, all that sort of stuff. Oh, let's turn this on. And we're just gonna make sure it looks good. There we go, that's loaded. Check the OSD. Make sure it shows up. There it is. Perfect. Okay, so we got it. So this will be able to show you gaming temps as well as CPU temps when gaming for this machine. Waiting for the install to finish. Okay, right now CPU, GPU temp sitting at 33. Like I said, we got that extra fan down here at the bottom feeding it, which is nice. It's in there. It's just right. It's on the one of the shelves in the back. It's second shelf from the bottom in the very against the window. Did you find it? Okay, let's go ahead and jump in. So we'll just run regular settings here. Let's just do it at. Let's make it the worst it can be. This can be 4K. We wanted to. Man, this thing loves it. Okay, let's go to. We'll do ray tracing, overdrive, transformer model, auto. We're gonna leave frame generation off for now. Just run pretty much everything on max to get best temperature, and then hit run our benchmark. No frame gen right now. Let's see our GPU temp and CPU temp. CPU sitting at 63. CPU temp sitting at 63. GPU temp at 43. So nice and frosty in both regards in terms of temps. Then we're pulling 100 frames. And House of Tom is playing Indiana Jones right now. 90 frames per second. Again, this is not with frame gen. And look at those temps. Temps are fine. both CPU temp and GPU temp. Maxing it out as much as possible. And again, this is ray tracing with transformer, with path tracing, with everything on it right now. So beautiful, beautiful. No problem whatsoever there. This is 1440p, yes. Again, we're just trying to show max temps and stuff like that. This is completely capable of running 4K with all of those things on, and you'll get 70 to 80. But and if we wanted to go frame generation, but you have to restart and all that sort of stuff. So I just wanted to show temps. Okay, so let's check one more game. Different, actually a little bit different because this is with path tracing, and this is with path tracing and transformer at max. So it's actually close. That's higher than a 4090. Okay, so we'll run some Star Wars Outlaws just to get one more game. Ghostpone, was that with path tracing and transformer? And remember, this is actually a 14.7, right? So this is not a 9800X 3D. This is a 14.7, so not a 14700K. So there is some, you are going to see, remember 1440p does use more of the CPU than the GPU, so you're going to see some drop there for sure. Actually, man, this is quite the little beast, I've got to be honest. You can definitely feel some heat going off of this, but I mean, both of this thing is just doing such a great job of cooling. Yeah, no, this is with like everything maxed. Yeah, this is more than just high. Yeah. Oh. Hold on one sec, guys. Of course, it's going to make me do this. Let's go to, you guys can see it there. Do. There we go, and capture. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll set the settings. I'll for sure. I'm not even. I'm playing on Steam, not on my Ubisoft Connect account. So this game was like it'll be like I've never played this right now. But this one just got its. Well, now it's getting me all sorts of stuff. So maybe it will have some things. Maybe it's gonna have my saves. That'd be crazy. Oh, it looks like it is. It looks like it's got all my saves. Or I'm just getting a ton of achievements right now. That was weird. It just gave me all the achievements. I didn't know that they would cross over from Ubisoft to doesn't have restore. Okay, so we'll do Ultra. Ultra, Ultra, very high, Ultra. Okay. Apply changes. Dang it. Ultra, Ultra, Ultra. High contrast, film grain. Film grain, depth of field, high, motion blur, off. Apply.
I've got one more card to enter the data on and some minor.
Okay, we'll do DLSS. We're gonna put this on. We'll do it on 3. Well, actually, let's do it on 4 just because. Oh, why wouldn't ray reconstruction work? Huh, that's weird. Let's try in. See what happens. Okay, so it does not have all my saves. Huh? But I did notice my thing went away. Oh, frame generation went off. Okay, well, let's see what it goes from here. But why did my setting went away? Okay, let's see if it comes back when I do this. Okay, I'm gonna load it again. Actually, my refresh rate, I don't know what I usually don't worry about it because I'm going to do it off of. We'll set it 165, but it won't really matter. Okay, let's load this again. They with the Araxinus with the new patch, that doesn't work anymore. You still have to change some of the other stuff. Okay, so we're getting 100. We're not even know. We don't know yet. So let's see here. We're at 152. We have everything on. The only thing I don't have, which I didn't see, and I don't know why it's not on here, is the. I don't know how to get it to turn on. Is the so I have frame rate limiter unlocked. Apply. We'll do rate. I don't know. Oh, there it is. I just have to turn it on. And it's, oh, there it goes. Okay, so we got ray reconstruction now. Okay, let's go see how this looks. So this is no frame generation right now. It's just running at max everything. Why do you set bias to fix? Let's go to video. I have cinematic frame rate unlocked, frame rate off. Oh, set it to fixed. Oh. Why? Yeah, I had it off. Well, what? Oh, biased. Okay, let's turn it off. I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna try frame gen. Whoa, oh, it crashed! I crashed it! Set the DLSS to normal res, okay. I crashed it. Okay, let's try this one more time. Now we can see it crash again. Okay, let's go to, oop, no, that's not what I wanted. No, get away. No, exit. Okay, settings. He says change it to the DLSS is, oh, okay, now frame gen's on 4, okay. Let's, on balance, okay, everything here looks good, okay. Okay, here we go. Let's see how this looks. Okay. So this is frame gen 4 with everything to max. Which is like, dude, this is like, dude, we're getting 100 frames per second at 1440p. Holy moly, this does look good though. So you couldn't do this before. I don't know if you've ever tried, but look at the GPU temp. Oh, wow. Dude, this thing is running. Yeah, this has got 4x frame gen apparently. It doesn't feel like it does, but you think it really is 4x frame gen? It says frame gen 4x. But this is like max ray reconstruction and like crazy lighting stuff. Oh, there it is. Look at the frame now. 356 frames per second. God, it looks so good though. Oh, wow.
Change your mind, let me know.
So, Brad, that for me?
Well, here's the deal, Smokebeard TV. The problem is that you're seeing it through you're seeing through a 60 hertz, through a 60 frames per second Twitch stream.
And now you're gonna say messing with the skin is a bad idea.
It's gonna get you killed.
That's another way of putting it.
You got no proof, okay? And you keep going it alone with high-risk scores that just go sideways.
You want it done right? You do it yourself.
I get it. It's a bad luck.
Bad luck. I'm out of marks. I'm broke. What do you mean?
Okay, I'll set it to ×2. It's not going to be it's not going to be exactly the same. Main reason being is that, remember, this has the MIPS timing and all that sort of stuff, so look at that, jeez. Like, the bigger thing is just like, yeah, the baked lighting, and that's crazy. But it's definitely hitting the, look at the temps, man. Saslami, it performed at 100 plus FPS without frame generation.
Hey, Nafi, kind of busy. Just hear me out. I got an opening on my practice.
Well, yeah, because the core frame rate is really good. So.
Sorry, I got plans. Yeah, you always got plans.
See the little sparkling though on the, like there's some light, like some weird light artifacting on this, right? When you get back. See on that right there? I don't know if that's because of the thing, or there's almost like some light stuff on that one, which is weird. Like even on the roof there, you see the light stuff? But here you see a little, like as you move, look at the light in the right. I don't know if that's a reflection or what, but if you start going away, you'll see some motion there. See that motion? Let's turn frame gen off and then see if that, oh, I'm gonna go to video. Let's turn frame gen off, see if that goes away. It's probably gonna crash. It's like it has to switch on and then switch off. Yep, there it goes. So you have to turn it off and turn on. We'll see where it's saved. Okay, let's see where we are. So I turned frame gen off just to see if that's like a frame gen problem or if that's just how the lighting is. So let's just make sure. I hope I can turn this off. I may only be able to do it in the menu. Yep. I might only be able to do it in the menu. We'll see. Sometimes it's like I always have, like, this game is so weird sometimes. I bet you if I did window, it might make more sense for me to go to windowed mode instead of full screen. That would probably help. Let me try that. I know exclusive full screen actually ends up having problems. Okay, let's apply this. And then we'll turn frame gen off. It helps because then it doesn't have to switch as much. Nope, it's just not gonna let me do it. Okay, well guys, we still showed you some temps. We showed you some gaming temps. We showed you with multi-frame gen. We showed you without frame gen. We showed you overall just standard CPU temps. And man, this little, whoa, that is warm. Whoa, that is really warm, man. It was cranking some heat. But all in all, like again, you are, dude, that is like genuinely warm. Like, wow. So this thing is, I mean, it's definitely got the venting. I definitely recommend if you're gonna do a 50 series build like this, especially a 5090, that you add that additional fan underneath just to create more airflow. And even probably, I'd more than likely, I wonder if you can do it here. If I can change, I think you can. Cancel. Go to fan expert. Okay, go to AIO pump. Oh, it's stuck on AIO pump. Do I have it on pump? I don't want to do this. Oh, there is no chassis fan, so it's stuck on the AIO pump. But I want to change it to GPU temperature. And it's running at max speed, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But one of the things you can do is you can do this and set it to GPU temp and then just give it a fan. Like, so what I would do is, oh, you guys can't see what I'm saying. So in the fan expert, right now apparently there's I don't know if it doesn't look like there's a chassis fan, but in the AIO pump, it's running at max RPM right now. But one of the things you can do, and what I would do with this fan is set the fan for based on GPU temp instead of CPU temp, and then have it blow more as the CPU heats up just to give it more airflow. But yeah, that's about the only other thing going in there, guys. But anyway, guys, that was quite a build. It went actually pretty quickly. Obviously, the whole thing with builds like this is just taking the time to get your cables plugged in and all that sort of stuff. But man, it actually, honestly, it came out really, really good, and I'm really, really happy with it. And all in all, it'd be a great LAN build, either with a 5080 or a 5090. If you were doing 5080 1440p, the one thing I would say is, man, this GPU gets hot. That's the only thing I'd say from there. But anyway, guys, that was it for today's stream. We are back tomorrow for Mod Workshop. Just so you guys know, we're going to be building a Valentine's build, giving that away live on stream. That's tomorrow, starting at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then we have Intel Live at noon, checking out the Asus ZenBook Duo. So we're going to be showing that, and that's going to be hanging out. And we're playing, I don't remember the name of the game we're playing, and that's going to be Thursday at noon. So that is what is happening. Outside of that, guys, have an absolutely amazing rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.